Okay, so then there's the basketball game, and they're losing horribly again, and he becomes the wolf man. And when he becomes the wolf man, he can dunk.
Oh. So he turns into a wolf and they keep playing the game.
That's interesting.
Uh-huh.
There's like a second where they go, huh. And then they just keep going. That is a good point. I thought about that.
Weird.
Not to get political, but it's like if you just are a wolf man. I mean, that's your identity. We can't, you know what I mean? They were probably like, it's going to be a whole thing if we don't let the wolf man play. What if wolf men in sports became the new hot button issue? And conservative podcasts were like, these wolf men are ruining sports. I don't want my daughter fighting a wolf man. Okay, so as soon as he becomes the wolf in the game, he becomes the most popular guy in school. All of a sudden, Pamela's into him, right? He kind of starts ignoring Boof. He's walking. It's so funny. He's walking down. The music's playing. He's wearing like his leather jacket. His hair is slicked back and long. He's got sunglasses on. Everyone's like, "Hey, what's up, Wolfman?" And he's like, "What's up, baby?" And one of the only black guys in the movie, so he's like high-fiving everybody, and he sees a black guy, and he walks up to him, and he just starts breakdancing. Which is how you say hello to your black friends. Then they want him in the play. The director's like, we need Wolfman in the play.
That's the next step.
Because he wanted to get in the play to impress Pamela.
Right.
So then they're backstage and she's in her underwear, and then she takes her bra off and she jumps on him. So now he's become the most popular kid in school, and he's fucked the girl of his dreams.
All right.
He's living what he thought he wanted, right?
Yeah.
But then he goes out bowling. He's also great at bowling. But we see that the popular guy who was her boyfriend, he's bowling next to them, and he's giving him the eye. And she's you can tell she's trying to make him jealous. And then he takes her home, and he says, like, so you're going to go to the prom with me? And she's like, no, I'm going with my boyfriend. And he's like, your boyfriend? And she's like, yeah, this wasn't, like, she was using him. See, now that he's become the popular guy, she was using him, I guess, to make herself more popular, to make her boyfriend angry. See, now we see that it's empty. The kind of people who are attracted to fame / wolfery.
Yeah.
When you're a wolf, people just want you for your wolfing. Yeah. Oh, well, okay, when he's bowling with the girl who's trying to make the popular guy jealous, he comes over and says, like, you're still just a nerd under all that hair. And he's like, and so was your mom. What? That's why I shot her when she was trying to steal chickens out of my coop. And they never address it, but you're like, is that what fucking happened?
Are you serious?
Well, they never say what happened. That's the only explanation given. And he kind of looks at him like, yes, she was a chicken thief.
What? I can't tell if you're kidding.
No, that all happened.
Dude, what?
But I think we're supposed to think he's baiting him. I think it's supposed to be like, your mother stole a chicken and I shot her. But it's not even like a rural area like that.
But
like,
if she's a wolf lady.
She was a wolf lady.
Then...
if this movie is about him avenging his mother's death, he does a horrible job. Because he just learns to accept himself. What if there was a movie where a guy said, I killed your mother? And you're like, well, I'm going to discover the real me inside. And that'll show you. I guess living well is the best revenge, mother killer. If he really killed his mother, this guy's a fucking asshole for not killing that. He never kills that guy.
Yeah.
He just learned to love himself. What if in Kill Bill she just like went to a spa and learned to love herself? That would be a whole different movie. They should make a revenge movie where you're like, no, I went to therapy. Hurt people. I'm not going to add to the cycle. Kill Bill 3, Finding Uma. Wait, Kill Bill 3, Eat, Pray, Love. That'd be good. So now he's walking with Boof, and he's like, I bet you want to go to prom with the wolf. And she's like, I want to go with Scott. She says, I will go to the prom with you. Scott's the guy I know and love since a child. Be Scott, and I'll go with you. And he's like, fuck it. He's like, I got to be the wolf. They're all expecting me to be the wolf. This is about fame. It's about the people love you. Think everyone loves you, but they love a mirage of you, an image you've created that's not really you, and so it's never satisfying. And he's like, sorry, I got to be the wolf. And she's like, okay. And he's like, just dance with me. And she's like, okay, I'll dance with you. So he shows up as the wolf, and there's actually a callback. he's getting ready with the blow dryer, and they're playing the Saturday Night Fever music.
Oh my god!
Which I never got that as a kid.
Yeah.
And he's wearing the white suit.
He's in the white suit.
Yeah. So he shows up, and there's another eerie shot where it shows how being famous is a horror movie. You think you want it, but there's this shot where he comes in, and we see from his point of view, and everyone's kind of staring at him and smiling. Like fame turns people into zombies.
Yeah.
Which actually is appropriate because then they start dancing, and he starts doing I think they were trying to get the wolf to happen. Like they start doing the wolf, but I realized this is 85, 82, 3 years earlier. He's kind of just doing the move from Thriller. There's like that move where you put your hands up from Thriller, like, oh, Michael Jackson's trying to touch me. I'm your biggest fan. No way. There's that move where you put your hands up and go, why, Michael? Why? Mom dropped me off. Why is this happening? Thriller. I didn't know Michael Jackson was some kind of fucking star, man. But then he's the life of the party. So then the popular guy, he kind of sees that his girlfriend Pamela's looking at him, and he's just had enough. Because he has kind of been terrorized by this guy. His only crime really was being handsome. But then he is a dick. He does say stuff like, you're a nerd. So he walks over, and I think he reminds him that his mother was killed when trying to eat a chicken. He's like, you're a freak. And I think he hits him. And then he sees red. He rips, with his claws, the front of his shirt off. And everyone starts laughing at him. And Pamela's like, you guys are dicks. Now she realizes he's a dick, and she runs out. And then he runs out. Basically, Michael J. Fox, he quits the play because the guy just wants him to be the wolf. Now in the third act, Michael J. Fox realizes that he needs to learn to be himself. Well, he just realizes that they wanted him for the wolf, so he doesn't want to do it. She wanted him for the wolf. Fuck her.
Okay.
He realizes, at some point, I guess he realizes that he's in love with Boof. I forget when that happens. and at first he's not in the game. They made it to the finals with his rival, the handsome guys on the rival team. They made it to the finals, and he doesn't show up, and then he shows up, and the coach is like, oh, you're going to do the wolf thing, right? And he's like, no, I think we got to the finals. We made it this far. I think we can do it as ourselves. Oh. And at one point they're like, shoot the shot, Chubby. And he makes it, and then everyone on the team, now they're playing as a team, and they're all making it, and they all end up being good enough, and then they win the game as themselves. And then Boof comes out, and she's like, you won the game, and you did it as yourself. And she kisses him. And I think, the message is, appreciate what you have. Don't try to be something you're not. And what I like about that is, it's like, just accept who you are. And that's the message. And that's the big message at the end. But right after that message, the last shot of the movie is kind of famous because him and Boof kiss. But that's not even really what the camera's focused on. When the credits roll, they just said, accept yourself for who you are. There's a person right next to them in the stands with their pants open.
What's up?
And it's kind of a known thing. People think that it was a famous thing where one of the extras took his dick out.
What?
This is in the movie.
Are you serious?
This is in the movie. But I think I've done the investigation. I think this person has boobs, though. So I think it's a lady, right? So I like to think that they were like, and we should all accept ourselves. And this lady's like, I can just open my pants now. We can just be ourselves. And they were like, well, there's a limit, Linda. Yeah. Like, we're going to accept ourselves. Keep your pants on. And then she she quickly zips her pants up. Oh. This is in the movie. So I think it's about accepting yourself, but don't keep your pants on. Yeah. That's the message. But I think, I was thinking about it, I think kind of what the real message is I realized that all of the basketball players are white guys. So really, at the end of the day, this is a movie about an all-white basketball team that would rather hire a werewolf than let any black people play with them. There must have been black guys. Yeah. Do you know what's
dancing?
Yeah, there's that guy. Yeah. No, there's the other team that made it to the finals. They have one black guy.
Oh my god!
And I think that's why they made it to the finals. It's all white people. The black guy team and the werewolf team are the two teams that made it. So I think it's like being a white guy who's a werewolf makes you as good at basketball as just an average black guy. So while this movie was going on, all of the things that Jay Fox was facing, this black guy that we only see a couple times, he was having the same movie. He was like, are you guys just being nice to me because I'm making our team win? Is the blonde girl just using me to make her boyfriend jealous? Yeah. There was a whole separate movie we didn't see called Teen Black. The past was doing its best.
That's the theme song.
Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. They were doing their best.